Good afternoon. Good to have you. My name is John Olisa, and I'm a wealth educator in addition to being a realtor. Today, I'm going to be talking about 5 rules of investment. 5 rules of investment. And these rules are what will guide you throughout your investment journey. I've seen that the difference between the rich and the poor is that the rich know what the poor don't know, and they do what the poor don't do. That's the summary of my studies on the difference between the rich and poor. So, what are some rules that should guide your investment journey throughout your lifetime? There are 5 of them, and I'm going to state them quickly. The first rule of investment is this: that before you invest money in a business, invest money first in acquiring the knowledge of the business. What that means is that invest only in what you know very well. You see, one thing I've seen about wealthy people across all spheres, whether in real estate, whether in the stock market, whether in tech industry, they have a basic understanding of what they are investing in. So acquire so much knowledge of what you want to put your money into before you do such investment. Invest first in the knowledge of business before investing in acquiring was putting money into that business, invest no money in acquiring the knowledge of the business. So, for instance, I'm a realtor. I'm the CEO of Red Diamond Property Limited, and one thing I've done is that I've taken so much interest in the real estate sector. So I make it a duty to study so much on real estate, from watching videos of Stephen Akintayo to Stephen Unduku to Tayo Aino, to reading blogs, to attending meetings, to attending seminars, just to increase my knowledge of how the real estate sector works. I'm investing so much knowledge in real estate, and that is why I am making or blazing trails to an extent in real estate. I acquire so much knowledge. I've invested so much knowledge in real estate. So invest first in the knowledge of a business before you invest your money in the business. The second one I have is this: is that investment is a journey. So don't allow your past failures in investment to stop you from making future investment. Don't allow the fact that you failed in an investment now make you stop it. You see, I keep saying it, that your failure in the school of investment is your school fees. And the thing about the school of investment is that as you progress, the school fees will be paid back to you, because failure gives you valuable lessons. Failure gives you valuable lessons. I recall back in 2020, 2021, I did some investments in Forex, which is quite high risk. And I made some profit in some and I lost some. But it was the lessons in failure that I learned from Forex that made me know that to a very great extent, you need to understand the workings of a business. I did not know how volatile it was. I was getting sometimes 20%, 25% per month. But if I had knowledge, I would have known it is volatile and removed the money and put it in something safer. Remove the returns and put it in something safer. So that is it. You must not allow failure to deter you from making future investment, because failure is like school fees, which is refundable if you choose not to fall out, if you choose not to drop out from the school of investment. So I've said the first one is invest only in what you know. In other words, invest first in acquiring the knowledge of a business before you invest your money in the business. I'm going to state just 2 more. And the fourth one I want to talk about is: don't give in to get rich quick schemes. Don't give in to get rich quick schemes. Wealth acquisition, retention, and multiplication is a journey. So anything that's promising you how to get rich quick is possibly a scam. In The Rules of Wealth by Richard Templar, he put it this way: that if you're looking for get rich quick schemes, know that somebody is going to get rich, but it's not you. In other words, it's not you that will get wealthy at the end of the get rich quick scheme. It is the person who created the get rich quick scheme, or Ponzi, because he will get so much money, he or she will get money from so many people, and it's at your own expense. So wealth acquisition, retention, and multiplication is a journey. So be very wary of this one that they'll tell you put in your money and in 1 month you have 100%. No, go through the slow and steady means of wealth acquisitions. Go through the slow and steady means of wealth acquisition. The fourth thing I want to talk about is don't give in to fear of missing out, also called FOMO. Don't give in to the fear of missing out. Yes, I understand the fact that there should be some sense of urgency in making some investment decision, but don't let people put you under pressure into getting something, because you need to know that opportunities to make wealth always come. So why you should not be lax, why you should not be laid back, but don't just make hurried investment decisions. Don't think that if I don't do this one, there will not be any other way. No, relax, understand what you want to go into before you put in your money. So don't just give in to fear of missing out. Now, if you miss out on this stock, you will not be great, or you will not have so much, right? That is one of the rules. There are so many other rules, but the last one, which I want to give you, is this. To succeed, invest in one thing and not so many things. Invest in one thing. And when you have succeeded in that investment or in that business, then you can go to other things. See, you need to understand this idea of multiple streams of income. That is not the way to get wealthy. To get wealthy, you focus on one thing. To get wealthy, you focus on one thing. While to now multiply the wealth, you now go into other things. So you don't get rich by doing so many things. You get rich by doing one thing. Look at Bill Gates. What do you know him for? Primarily, you know him for Microsoft, right? Microsoft. After doing Microsoft, many of you may not know Bill Gates is a large time player in the real estate sector. Bill Gates is a large time player, big time player in the real estate sector. He owns up to 300,000 acres of real estate in the United States. But he focused on Microsoft for years, built a brand successfully before going into other things. What of Aliko Dangote in Nigeria? He did Dangote cement for so many years. He was known in that. But now he's into other things. He's into the refinery and so many other things. So you see, the way to succeeding in investment or in business is to focus on one thing. Let me share my personal story. In 2022, I got some money and I did about 7 different investments. I did real estate, I did the stock market, I did agriculture, I did venture capital, I did cryptocurrency, I did agriculture and transportation, and sort of in a supermarket business. I did all the 7. And I made money in all of them. At least in the worst ones, I got my capital back, but I did not lose. I at least got my capital back. Some I got 50% and the likes. But I came to realize that you don't succeed by being a jack of all trades. You don't succeed by being everywhere. You succeed by being in one thing. So I now decided of these 7 investments, what is the best for me? And I decided real estate. And why did I decide real estate? One, real estate of all the 7 investments is the only investment I could start with 0 naira and become a billionaire. I repeat, real estate was the only investment I could start with 0 naira and become a billionaire. In that same 2022, I worked in GTEx Homes and I heard the story of a lady there. And that was a story that really inspired me. She closed a deal of $17 million in Dubai. And her commission was $850,000. If she shared with other agents, but at that time, the exchange was about 600, and that was over 500 million naira from a single deal. This was a lady in her early mid-20s. So that just made me know that real estate gives you the ability to make money, even if you do not have something. And if you're having 0 naira, you start up as an agent, you start up as a realtor. So So even though, yes, I'm into short-let management, property consultancy, and other parts of real estate, the one I push out the most, the one I want people to know the most about me is that I'm a realtor. So if I sell a land, I get 10%. If I sell a house, I get 5%. So it's so practical. It's so practical. It's so practical. Recently, I closed a deal, and what I got was quite huge. What I got was quite good. And for that, it's sort of my efforts in real estate sincerely paid off. Focus, consistency. If you watch the video before this one, you will realize, I was telling you in the video that keep pushing, keep pushing. The video was bad. The camera was lagging. The video was lagging. That's because I had an old phone I've been using for over 4 years. And I knew I need to keep showing up every day. And I kept on showing up. And in this month of March, I closed the deal. I've gotten a good phone. If you realize, the video quality is better, the lighting is better because I've gotten a ring light. So my showing up every day paid off. My focusing on real estate paid off. You see, success in investment sometimes has to do with your ability to say no to other good investments just because you have chosen to say yes to one investment. So focus. You do not become successful in investment by doing so many things at the beginning because this focus is still tied to the first thing, that you need to acquire knowledge about a business before you put money into the business. And it requires focus. It requires focus. My desire for you is to be wealthy. My desire for you is to be able to have a sustainable stream of income that makes you to be able to earn even if you choose not to work. And you need to know that the wealthiest people in this world are investors. According to the cash quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki, we have the ESBI, the employees and the self-employed on one hand. For these ones, they are active income earners. They must work before they earn money. Then on the other side, we have the B and I, which is the business owner and the investor. The business owners have created a system or a business that works for them, have businesses that even if they choose not to work every day, the money still comes. While investors, they put their money into businesses that bring them money. But at the beginning, they focus on one business. So in conclusion, my dear viewers, the 5 rules of investing. Number 1, invest first in acquiring knowledge about a business before you put your money into the business. Yes, invest money first in acquiring the knowledge of a business before you invest in the business. This also means that don't invest until you know how a business works. Invest in only what you know. Then number 2 rule, as I said, is that don't allow your past failures to deter you from continuing your investment journey, because your past failures teach you valuable lessons that will help you in your investment journey. That's number 2. Number 3, I said, is this, that don't give in to the fear of missing out. Don't, because somebody is telling you, come and invest. If you lose this opportunity, you have lost it for life. Now make you to breach your principles of understanding how an investment works before you do it, right? So don't allow fear of missing out push you or rush you into investing haphazardly. And number 4 is this: don't give in to get rich quick schemes. If anybody gets rich through a get rich quick scheme, it is the person who created the system, not you. So the journey to wealth is a gradual journey. It's not something you just become rich overnight. You see many wealthy people, you see their wealth accumulating small by small, gradually, and gradually. So it's a journey. Don't give in to get rich quick schemes. And the last is focus on one thing. The way to being wealthy is to focus on one thing. The way to acquiring wealth is by focusing on one thing. While after you become wealthy, then to now multiply the wealth, to now do multiple streams of income. But multiple streams of income is not the way to become wealthy. It is focusing on one thing. I've given the story of Bill Gates, I've given the story of Dangote, and so many other things. Even to Nelu Melu, just focused on UBA. Now that his world, he has gone into Transcorp Energy, has gone into Transcorp Hilton, and so many other things. But focus is the key. I'm rooting for you. I want you to be wealthy. I want you to have financial freedom. Focus on it and you will get it. Remember, what you focus on is what you become. Thank you. God bless you and have a wonderful week or day ahead. Bye.